Pravita Prakash. I'm the founder of Ponvel Coco. Originally, we are from India. We grew up in a farm. It's just not mine. It's like a generations of people who built that farm, and we always practiced organic farming. No fertilizer, very minimum drill and close to. But I saw eventually things were changing because of all those fertilizing companies doing more marketing, more advertisement, and things eventually changed on my side too, not only here. So we wanted to take change movement to see how we can control the chemicals put into Mother Nature, and we want to go back to seeing soil amendments which can be sustainably used and reduce the landfill. And the place I come from has tons of coconut trees. Every house will have like hundreds and thousands. It's like a meets over there. And we had lots and lots of coconut husk going as a landfill. We will use it to warm up the water like a heater, how you guys use here, or just a landfill. And we would like to produce another product so that can be wisely used for Mother Nature. And that's where we came up with a product called Coir hanging basket. We were not the original inventors, but once somebody invented, it became like a mom and pop store from the place where I come from. So now India is the #1 country to export the Coir products all around the world. We did it with some of the South Asian countries, and once we got the green card, I started doing my business. It's a little over a year now. And a little bit background about us. We were the first one to go to college to get a bachelor's degree. Everybody drops out after high school and go for farming. Even during our school years, it's a practice. We'll go to farm, milk the cow, and sell the milk and do some more farm work. Then go to the school and come back. And I remember sitting on a buffalo doing my homeworks. That's how we were brought up, and I missed that farm life when we migrated here for my husband's job. He's an engineer, mechanical engineer, but currently in IT management. I was home wondering about my farm life, how I can get back that and show my children how they can be more closer with Mother Nature. And that's when I was participating small events like this, feeding seeds lab, or some volunteering work through Local First Arizona. And once time comes, I was able to work in government. I still work in IT management, but I wanted to go back to my roots by doing agribusiness. I don't have a land here, and my time is limited, and I don't know how things work here. I'm still learning about the farming, urban gardening, but I have the experience of how to take care of soil based on what we've been taught by our family. So we started doing agribusiness by promoting agri products made out of coconut husk. And today I'm here to talk about how we can improve soil health by doing few things which we learned from our family. And you guys might know better than me because you know the soil here. I hope these few pointers I'm going to share will help you guys to enhance your farm life or gardening. How do you improve the soil health? That's my main focus. Before going to talk about that, what do you think about soil? When you hear soil, what comes into your mind?
Dirt.
Nutrients, right? Dirt. Yeah, that's the first word I was expecting. Do you allow your children to play in dirt? Not really.
I played in dirt. I ate dirt.
Yes, it depends, right? But I had seen many people not allowing here. It's a common practice in India. We shouldn't be wearing shoes when we are going to the cultivating lands because it's our Mother Nature. We should pray and give utmost respect to the land. So we never wore shoes or any kind of safety measures. We just go by barefoot. And the reason they say there is because the soil is another living organism. So we need to respect it, and the place you grow up has the different nutrients. If you walk with the barefoot, then the nutrients and the connection between you and the land will improve. And here soil might be different, but it is composed by Mother Nature to act good for your mental health and physical health. and they always allow us to play in the dirt. As soon as you start learning sitting by yourself without support, the kids will be playing outside in the mud area to keep those microorganisms going into your hands and keep touching that mother nature. Another thing, we always thought like at least few times in a year to do the mud bath to cool down your body. Did any one of you did that here? Like a mud bath, right? It's not a thing here. That's why I learned. And I was looking for those options when I brought my daughter. She was like 11 months old. I was trying to practice all those, but I didn't have those options. Then I learned like here it's more about safety than practicing those traditional stuffs. And I wanted to see what other things I can do here so I can be in touch with my farming life here. And we started doing this sustainable business. The reason I started here, number one, this is available infinitely in my hometown. So I can bring it here and see how I can change the amount of fertilizer used here by the gardeners or farmers, producers. So to improve the soil health, first we need to minimize the disturbance and then increase the soil cover and maximize the biodiversity. Those are the three principles my family been practicing it over the years. So if you notice, there are a lot of disturbance happens either to apply the chemical fertilizer, plowing, mowing, all other stuffs. And I'm not saying like you shouldn't be disturbing the soil, but I'm requesting to minimize the disturbance you are going to do for your soil. The reason being, it will increase the microorganism and earthworms can eat their food. Few operations will help you to improve your healthy soil is to minimize the disturbance. You limit the tillage and then optimize the chemical input and also rotate livestock. We used to have cattle, cows and chickens. So for a small place like how you guys have a small gardening urban bed, like that we will have small areas. We'll leave the cattle for some time and after 10 to 15 days we will move them to the different place so the chemicals output will be reduced. And then we will use the soil cover to maximize the produce of the soil. To do that we will use plant cover crops. I had seen it here, people are using more plastic like a polythene cover, but back in India we use plant crop covers, which is like increases the biodiversity, and we can put it back to the land and that will increase the soil health. Things like if you are planting a tomato plant next to the basil, we leave the radius of the plant right there instead of burning it or removing it from the cultivating land. We will leave it there so it can compost and those nutrition will be given back to the soil. And we will use that as an organic mulch as well. And then to increase the biodiversity, we will diverse the crop. If you are planting tomato in one area, then we will rotate and plant a peas or a carrot in the same area instead of going back to the tomatoes. And we will also increase the livestock. And roots are the main organization for your plants to grow, to provide food for your organs. So like earthworms and microbes can cycle the nutrition you plant. So that will reduce the fallow and increase the plant crops and also use diverse crop rotations. Any questions before I move into why Coconut Coir and how you can use it for your plants? So why Coconut Coir? It's naturally substrate. It doesn't allow weeds to grow in it because of its nature. I had seen it in my country. People uses this to control the weeds instead of spraying of chemical fertilizers. And and it may look like a soil, but it has a soil nutrients presented in the soil. And if you need more nutrients, we will add pH balanced Coconut Coir to increase the nutrients to your plant. And when you're mixing the soil into an existing garden soil, it can be a boom for the plants. It brings the combination of increasing the water retention, and also it has a drainage quality naturally made out of Coconut Coir, so that loosen the texture of the clay if your soil is in clay nature. But it acts differently when the soil is sand, because it is allowing the soil to hold better water storage. And mixing the long fiber Coconut Coir with cocoa peat or other substrate helps to aerate the compact structure of your roots, so the roots can breathe well and keeping the ground fresh, and also fertilize the healthy root growth. So the Coconut Coir is used to increase the soil health and also increases the root health, which decreases the root diseases, so your plants can grow well. And it also acts as a better drainage medium for indoor plants as well, so you won't be overwatering your plants. How do you use for your indoor plants? It can hold more water than regular soil, and also it simulates the liquid for more quickly. This means the roots can hydrate it very well and aerated and reduce the chances of root rot. Another point you can use for hydroponic systems because of this decomposed rate. Solution of using Coconut Coir in your hydroponic system if you guys have a tower garden or a vertical garden to grow your lettuce at home. And how do you use Coconut Coir? I have a 11-pound brick. It is compressed because I wanted to reduce the acid coals. And take a big pot and put this Coconut Coir in a pot and add 5 gallons of water. It will expand up to 25 pounds. And leave it for some time and then dehydrate it, and you can mix it with your soil to increase the nutrition for your soil. And as I stated, it looks like soil, but it may not have enough nutrition for the kind of plant you want to grow. So if you want to add nutrition, then we have that line of products as well. And this is AMRI certified for organic farming, meaning nothing has been added to my product. It's just an outer shell of coconut husk. We compressed it to make it like this break. And lot of organic farmers here uses my product here. And another one we have is pH balanced buffered one, where we added nutrition, so other forms of growers can also use. Places like warm composting, mulching areas, and also hydroponic stores, they use pH balanced product. And if you want to grow small plants like herbs or your strawberries and few other herbs, then you can use the hanging basket, and we do design few other based on your need, based on what kind of size you are looking for. And we also have seed disc. Instead of using those plastic containers, you can use one of our seed disc and put your seed in it. You'll water it and it will expand up to 3 to 4 times. So you make sure you have a big container to hold that, and then put your seed in it. You can use this as a seed disc. So why coir? I think I have explained it. Instead of using the rock wool, which is not a sustainable solution, it reduces the landfill back in India and other areas as well, and it's more drainage, it provides more aeration to your roots, and it's biodegradable and environmental friendly product. And by using this coir products, you are reducing the amount of fertilizer you are putting for your pots, and also reduces the waste you are going to create using other line of products. So I have shared. It's a short class, so thank you for joining, and if you guys have any questions, I'm here to answer.